morning, it's the 5th of April. We're just heading south on the M74, just about to go on the M6 as we leave Scotland and enter England. We're going to go away, we're not sure if we're doing 2 nights or 3 nights. We're going to go down to Ullswater at the Waterside farm site. We've not got a hard standing pitch, you're just going to go onto the open pitch itself and you just pick your own slot, which you'll see in a couple of minutes. But the weather's fantastic, weather's looking fantastic for the time that we're going to be away as well. But anyhow, keep updated and show you around. So that's us just gone over the bridge at Pooley Bridge. As you can see, it's been redone. There is a information sheet just down here that tells you all about it, but nearly there. So this is arrived at the Waterside site on the shores of Ullswater. Just need to book in now. So that's us arrived at Ullswater. As you can see, fantastic blue sky, lovely day. Lots of people paddleboarding over the side there. The fells down the bottom there, that's the Helvellyn range with Stride and Edge and all that. People kayaking, boarding. That's where we are, right on the edge. Basically in this field here you can just park wherever you want, take as much room as you want. No electric. Today we were £24 a night. But what we're going to do now is there's a new path opened up which goes from here, or from Pooley Bridge into Penrith, so we're going to do that. It's only about 5.5 miles from Pooley Bridge, but we've got about a mile to walk there and then we'll just get the bus back. But lovely day, and then tomorrow we're going to go up the fells. So this is a service point here where you can get your water and drop your grey waste, do some paddleboarding hiring, kayak hiring. It is a working farm at the end of the day as well. And your chemical waste disposal points behind the fencing there. So this is your premium Waterside pitches themselves. Some have got tents on. And then you can park anywhere infield on the grassed areas. Over there you've got a cafe, does pizzas, and I think it serves beer as well, if I remember rightly. So just by the Sun Inn, and as it says there, Whole House Farm, half a mile, Penrith railway station, 5.25. So off we go. So we're just doing a bit of off-roading here. Just as you go past the pub itself and you pick up the path, there's a signpost there saying this way to avoid the farm, or you can just go that way to the farm, but what you end up doing is like a big triangle and you come back on yourself anyhow, so it's not muddy, quite dry underfoot, and so we'll go this way like we were saying. So the route on the Eamont Way is marked by these posts, so it is easy to follow, so just keep an eye out. But obviously you can see this path quite clear. However, after you leave the caravan site and you come up sort of like to your right, there's a bit of barren land, and you've really got to look in the distance, sort of like slightly over to your left, to see one of these posts, and then just follow that, because there is no distinct path like there is here. But no complaints. Over there somewhere is Penrith with several hydration stations where we will get hydrated, and I think I'm going to meet up with my brother that I've not seen for many years and join in with him. Catch you in a bit. And for those of you that have dogs, remember this time of the year it is lambing season, so please keep your dogs on the lead. So as it says there, St Michael Barton, historic 12th century church. We're just going to go through this gate now. That's the church in question, just over there. Just stumbled across Wordsworth House, and it says 1699. See Penrith in the distance. I think the sign back there said 2.5 miles. So we're just going to cross the river. This is the first bridge we've come across, and I nearly tripped there. You see that? For the last few posts it said Penrith 2.5 miles. Now can you see the glebe in the river? Nearly there now. Jackie just coming through the hole in the wall. There's the main West Coast Railway. Not that I'm a railway buff or anything. I can almost smell the hops from here. So that's us just about to go under the railway line. Sounds as though a train's coming. And there it is. So we're just going down this leafy lane here. We know we're coming to near the end. We can hear the cars going along the A66 that way, and also the cars from the M6 going that way. So we're just going to come out at the roundabout from the A66 at Penrith and the M6 junction 40. So that's us on the A66. That's the Scargill Business Park, and just there, that's where the entrance is to the walk goes to Billy Bridge. Anyhow, so just off at junction 40 of the M6 and the A66, for those that don't know, you've got to go outdoors there, and then if you're wanting food, although it is, you pay a little bit more, it's just here at Cranston's. Some fantastic Cumberland sausage. They also do hot food to take away, which is very nice, but again, you pay for it. But so that was the official end of the walk, just at the railway station behind me there. So from us it was 6.18 miles and 2 hours. So we're just going to have a look around Penrith Castle. There's the information on Penrith Castle, 1396. Just going to go over this bridge. You can see the moat itself.
It's not.
So we just read that this was built and placed here for the defence of the area against the Scottish. So this was obviously the gatehouse, as it says there. So obviously people would have come in through here. They wouldn't have been at McDonald's them days though. Surprised it's actually free to get in, because a lot of places are charging you to go and visit places like this. morning, it's Sunday the 6th of April at Ullswater, at the Waterside campsite. As you can see, it's quite busy. Today we're going to take a walk down the side of the lake, or the water itself, and follow it all the way around and down to Glenridding, and then just get the bus back up to Pooley Bridge, just at the top there, and then come back into the motorhome. So that's our intention today. As you can see, Ullswater itself is fairly flat calm. It is a Sunday, sky's almost totally blue, campsite's very busy. So as you can see, it's not only camper vans, motorhomes, caravans, tents at the site. You can also use the pods. So still following the Ullswater Way, on the left there you got Arthur's Pike and Hulling Bridge, or something I think it's called, not quite sure. And we're going to continue on round on the Ullswater Way. So still following the Ullswater Way. There is a road down the bottom nearer the Ullswater itself. You can go along, but we've decided to follow this way. I'm just going to go down to Howtown itself, and then round, and then down to the bottom, and hopefully get somewhere to hydrate, because it is warm. So we are following the Ullswater Way to Howtown. We've come via Pooley Bridge. Previously we have done Pooley Bridge with the Barton Fell, where we followed most of the route and then up and then round Arthur's Pike there. But so that's it, we've just made it to Howtown Jetty itself. We've come from right at the top there. This is where the Ullswater steamer comes in. We're now going to follow the route round. Our next stop is Sandwick Bay, I think it's called, about 1.5 miles. At the moment we've just covered about 1/3 of the distance. So anyhow, let's crack on. So just past Sandwick Bay. Five miles in just over 2 hours. So that was a nice find, Lauder Barn Cafe on the route. Had a lovely coffee, one of our own energy bar type things. But we're ready to crack on. Make it to the end, hopefully. So the end is in sight, just there, and then obviously looking up towards Helvell and Striding Edge and all that, which is something that we're going to have to do in the very near future, but we're going to do it during the week where it'll be a little bit quieter. So So that's the walk completed. We just had some nutrition hydration from fell bites. The walk itself was just over 10 miles. The time was just under 4 hours. Sort of similar distance to walking around Ullswater. However, doing the Ullswater Way, it's a lot more undulating, steep in places, and not as easy going. So if you're thinking of doing it, fantastic walk, but be prepared for it. So we're just going to get the bus now from here back to Penrith Bridge, and then walk back to the site. It's Sunday the 7th of April, and today what we're going to do is going to complete the rest of the Ullswater Way. So we're going to get the bus down to Glenriddin, which is down around the corner there, and then we're going to follow the Ullswater Way all the way back around the back there, and then up to Penrith Bridge, where there's plenty of hydration stations which we'll be able to rehydrate at. So anyhow, catch you. Just got the 508 bus from Penrith Bridge to Glenriddin, and bus stop's just over there. And as per normal, the prices for the buses in the lakes is £3, doesn't matter where you're going. So that was a 508. Anyhow, we'll keep you updated on our journey. There's the Ullswater again, and that was where we went yesterday. Catch you in a bit. So we've not long left Glenriddin, and we're now down by the shore of Ullswater. But the thing is, unlike the other side, like yesterday, where we are near the water regularly, here we're not far along here. We're going to cross back across the road, and then basically stay that side until we get back to Penrith Bridge. So this little stone circle type thing, it's got on there years weathered, taking the long view, and you can see why. Look at the view from here. That is amazing. So this is just the lower part of Ayr Falls itself. Probably got to tell by the inability to speak, but that short section there from Ayr Falls up to here was a killer. But look at them views. Absolutely amazing. We've still got more to go up, but once we're up, we're up. Yeah, it's an Insta360 camera on the end, 3-metre pole.
Oh, right.
And you can actually take photographs or just videos. It's just videoing at the moment.
Is it like a drone? But
It
yeah,
looks like a
it
drone.
looks like a drone, but not.
Yeah.
very good.
Oh, you're sorry, aren't you?
Yeah. Do you want to get that in the video? Cheers.
I was just about to lose sight of Ullswater for a little while. We'll go through this gate. The last time we went through this gate, we went that way and went and did Galbara, found a hydration station, and then went on down to Air Force. I've missed one of the stones. There's normally 3 of them. There's one at the start, which will be over there into the woods. And this is the second one, the third one's missing. So it's all to do with the Cumbrian counting. So this one's tan, so it's Yan Tan Tether, which is over that direction somewhere, but I can't quite remember where it is. Ullswater comes back into sight. Still got that well to go yet. So that's just over 9 miles in 3.5 hours. All we need to do now is just cross another field, go through the side of that wood there, go and get hydrated because it has been warm weather, and then follow it all the way around to our motorhome to the side of Ullswater there. And the field itself is looking a lot emptier, so if you're wanting to get away, I would suggest during the week when it's less busy, because at the weekend it was totally rammed there. We had somebody in a tent right on the bumper of the front of the motorhome, which was ridiculous. So that's us back in Pooley Bridge now, 9.79 miles in 3 hours 43. We're just going to find somewhere now to hydrate. So after the walk there, 9.86 miles in 3 hours 48. It's time to hydrate, and we're here by the river. We've actually kayaked from where the motorhome was on the site up this river itself, and then pulled the kayak up over there and walked across. But we've seen people pull the boards up onto the site here. An amazing place. So we're just heading down from Pooley Bridge itself back to the campsite. We can see our motorhome right there. Just look down Ullswater itself. This is April. Amazing, absolutely amazing. Still got a lot of people out on the boards and a kayak there, but hey ho. Catch you later. this is us just leaving the Waterside farm site. We've had an amazing 3 nights. Managed to complete the Ullswater Way. We'd previously done the other 2 bits of the Ullswater Way, which are add-ons. The road to Penrith from Pooley Bridge is shut at the moment, so we're going to take an alternative route. So anyhow, we'll keep you updated. Catch you in a bit. Coming to the end of the M6 and about to go to the M74 heading north back home. We were going to have just 2 nights at Pooley Bridge, but because of the weather and the site itself, we decided on the 3rd night. Like we said earlier, we managed to complete the Ullswater Way. Fantastic walk.